Hello students, here is Divya Singh, Assistant Professor, School of Computer Applications, BBD University. So in this lecture, we will see the global packet radio device, that is 2G systems. This is a packet switched network device implemented over second generation 2G networks. The general packet radio service, that is GPRS, is a wireless device designed to provide a foundation for the number of data services based on packet transmission. Packet based services usually utilize resources more efficiently. Thus, the operator most vulnerable resource, the radio spectrum, can be leveraged to accommodate multiple users simultaneously, as it can support simultaneous packet transfers from multiple users. Unlike the circuit switched environment, the GPRS is implemented using the packet overlays on 2G networks. The existing 2G GSM or TDMA networks are enhanced to offer packet based services as well. The packet data service is offered over the same air interface of the 2G network by addition of two new network elements and serving GPRS support nodes and gateways GPRS support node. The GPRS offers faster data rates over the same network. The service provides capability to receive and transmit Internet protocols, that is IP packets or X.25 packets from packet switched data networks or mobile devices. The GPRS is designed to support inter intermittent burst of data transfer and transmission of large volumes of data point to point and point to multi-point device services as also supported. The GSM network requires two new network elements for GPRS, that is the serving GPRS support node, that is SGSN, and the gateway GSN, that is GGSN. Now see what is first, that is serving GPRS support node, that is SGSN. The SGSN is placed at a same hierarchical level as an MSC in the GSM. The SGSN track the packet from the mobile location and perform security functions and access controls. The SGSN is connected to the base station system via frame relay. Now next is gateway GPRS support nodes, that is GGSN. The GGSN interface with external packets data network, that is PDNs, to provides the routing destination for data to be delivered to the mobile station and to send mobile originated data to its intended destinations. The GGSN is designed to provide interoperability with the external packets switch network and is connected with the SGSN via an IP based GPRS backbone network. The packet control unit is also required, which may be placed at a BTS or at the BSC. The number of new interface have been defined between the existing network, the element and a new element, and between the new network elements. The GPRS optimizes the use of reduce and network resources separation between the base station subsystem and the network subsystem is maintained, and network subsystem can be reused with the other services. The GPRS radio channel reservation and allocation is done flexibly from 1 to 8 radio interface time slots per TDMA frame, and time slots are shared by all the active users Up and down link are associated separately. In GPRS, per user data rates of 171.2 kbps can be achieved. The radio interface resources are shared dynamically between data and speech services according to operators' preference and base station loads. The under general conditions, GPRS provides a user throughput of up to 9.05 kbps and better coding schemes used under the excellent radio signals, that is carrier to interference radio of 27 dB, can deliver to user throughput of up to 21.4 kbps. Now the key features of GPRS are: the GPRS uses packet switching, which offers more efficient utilization of channel capacity than circuit switching. Switching means that GPRS radio resources are used only when the users are actually sending or receiving data rather than they dedicating a radio channels to a mobile data user for a fixed periodic period of time. The available radio resources can be concurrently shared between the several users. It utilizes the existing 2G infrastructure by adding GPRS support nodes. It can be achieved maximum data transfer rate up to 171.2 kilobits per second kbps when using all 8 time slots simultaneously. Like internet nodes, like it provides always on capability with charges acquiring for the actual volume of packet transferred. GPRS is fully internet aware and thus offer mobility to internet services like file transfer, emails, chats, and browsing interoperates with GPRS. Although the theoretical maximum of 172.2 kbps data transfer rate are possible, it requires occupation of all the air slot by the single user. However, in reality, there are many more users trying to use the capacity, and hence the actual available bandwidth is far lower. Now, the enhanced data GSM environment, that is edged. In order to address the partially achievable bandwidth limitations of GPRS, a new wireless standard called Enhanced Data GSM Environment, that is EDGE, was introduced. The EDGE technology practically triples the bandwidth capacity offers by GPRS, thus helping in leveraging the existing infrastructure of GSM and TDMA operators. Like GPRS, Edge technology also adds the packet data service on existing GSM and TDMA network. To achieve higher data rates, Edge uses 8-phase shift keying modulation, that is 8 PSKs, rather than the normal Gaussian minimum shift key, that is GMSK, used by GSM service. Consequently, Edge service achieves a transfer rate of 48 kilobits per second per GSM time slot. Although Edge reuses GSM carrier bandwidth and time slot structures, it is not strictly restricted to use in GSM cellular system only. In fact, it can provide a generic air interface for higher data rates. It defines and deploy a new time division multiplexing based radio access technology that gives GSM and TDMA an evolution path towards 3G in 400, 800, 900, 1800, 1900 megahertz bands, where which can lead to smooth transition of the existing system without altering the cell planning. But as with the GPRS, H only enhances the data capacity of the cell network without any addition to the voice network, without any addition to the voice capacity. The initial H standard promised mobile data rate of 384 kilobits per second. It allows the data transmission speed of 384 kilobits per second to be achieved when all 8 time slots are used. This means the maximum bitrate of 48 kilobits per second per time slots. Even high speeds may be available in good radio conditions. Now the main features of Edge are: the major advantage of Edge is the use of 8-bit phase shift keying technology that increases the data rate. Thus, 3 bits can be encoded in each symbol compared to only 1 bit in GPRS. The Edge enables service like multimedia and emailing, web infotainment, and video conferencing to be easily accessible from the wireless terminals. Edge is designed to enable GSM and TDMA network operators to offer multimedia and other IP-based service as at a speed up of 384 kilobits per second in wide area networks. An important attraction of Edge is the smooth evolution of upgradation of existing network hardware and software, which can be introduced in an operator's current GSM or TTMA network in existing frequency bands. The Edge requires high radio signaling quality that found in an average GSM network before higher data throughput can be reached. This means more base stations and infrastructure build out for the establishment GSM operators who wish to migrate to Edge. Now 3G networks. The enhanced data rates offered by Edge through the evolution of second generation GSM and TDMA networks were still not fast through for many multimedia mobile applications. The wireless network technology offers the next generation 3G of solution that provides higher speed bandwidth to handheld devices. The third generation networks are derived from the Universal Mobile Telecommunication Services, that is UMTS, for high speed networks that enables a variety of data intensive applications. The two foremost standards of 3G networks are as follows: CDMA 2000 and IMT 2000. The CDMA 2000, a third generation solution for mobile network that evolved from existing wireless standards. CDMA is it also known as IMT IS-95. It supports 3G it supports 3G as defined by the International Telecommunication Union, that is ITU, for IMT 2000. Then this is divided into WCDMA wideband, that is wideband code division. Multiple access is a standard defined by the ITU standard and is derived from code division multiple access, that is CDMA standard. This standard is officially called IMT 2000 direct spread. In 3G device wireless technology that support higher speed transfer to mobile and portable wireless devices. In the local access mode, it support data rate up to of 2 megabits per second for transferring multimedia informations. In the wide area access data rates 384 kbps are attained. In the WCTMA, the signal is coded and transmitted in speed spectrum. Moreover, a 5 MHz carrier band compared to 200 kHz carried band used for CDMA. These variants include NTT Docomo's freedoms of mobile multimedia access FOMA and TDS time division synchronous code division multiple access, that is TDSCTMA, used primarily in China. The high data rates offered by 3G networks are capable of running multimedia services that combines voice and data. Now the following now 3G standard, the International Telecommunication Union ITU has worked out certain standards for 3G networks. CDMA has emerged as the leading mechanism for CG. The five ITU approved 3G standards are as follows, that is CDMA 2000, WCDMA, TDSDMA, FDMA, TDMA, and TDMA SCH. The CDMA uses a spread spectrum mechanism. In the spread spectrum, a message consisting of Y bits per second is converted into a longer message of KY bits and then transmitted at the higher rate of KY. The K is called the spreading factor, and the spreading of messages seems counterintuitive for attaining higher rates. The spread spectrum has been used in militaring the communication as it provides the immunity from jamming signals. The apparent wasted spectrum also provides better noise and multipath immunity. But in wireless network, spread spectrum is used for its capability to transmit signals from several users simultaneously on the same spectrum without interference. The CDMA, each transmitting entity uses a unique code assigned to it. The code scheme uses the user code for transmitting 1 and its complement for the transmitting 0. The data bit stream is converted into a coded bit stream and transmitted using a full frequency spectrum rather than a limited frequency slot as in FDMA or the time slot as in a TDMA. The most of the European and Japanese of Asia adopted a 3G standard called the Universal Mobile Telecommunication System, that is UTMS, which is WCDMA operating at 2.1 gigahertz UMTS, and WCDMA as often used as are synonyms. Now, some of the important features of 3G networks are the new radio spectrum relieves the overcrowding in existing system. It provides more bandwidth because the same frequency can be used for more than one pair of users. The adoption of 3G network based as IP packets offer better interoperability between service providers and the standard support fixed and variable data rates. The 3G networks have decided that devices that are backward compatible with those of the existing network. It offers supports two ways on devices and it provides packet-based services using Internet Protocol packets. The high data transfer rate supports the smooth functioning of multimedia services through some degree of backward compatibility is supported. The cost of upgrading base station and the cellular infrastructure to 3G is very high. The handset that can use that can use 3G services are complex products, the higher power requirements, more bits with the same energy per bit demands a larger handsets shorter talk time, and larger batteries. Thus, through miniaturizations of technology will alleviate the problem handsets and excited higher cost. Base stations need a closer to each other, which implies that the service providers will incur most cost. Now, thank you for listening.